Hello, everybody.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Throwing, Cook. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Cook. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game. And he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds. and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route, because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards there on a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds Beckham complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon. As the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out.
3 down. Now let's go. 3-19.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Taken in at the 11. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down he'll go at the 25. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want a big tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Bucs a first down.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, It always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect at setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He was a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the second round. They got a steal with this player.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots on their team and fill in some holes.
And they were able to identify the players they wanted early in the process. Got a little bit of luck, as some guys may have fallen to them. But for the most part, knew their philosophy and stuck to it. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Point after here coming up. And it is now 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on first down. Finding time. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And he comes back with one complete. And it's a fumble. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this will be taken at the 13. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone. And that's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance, that can be tough to gauge when you're in the back of the end zone. 2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to...
And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go. Tight right. 3 down. Here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Tim Mastay now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's fielded at the 45. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Their dangerous wide receiver, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back on the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll look to throw here. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They come out here in the eye. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Detroit first down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's a sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw here on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. 3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
No. Check. Patriot. Set.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. We get a glance at the Buccaneer defense as they file into position. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go-around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
All right,
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
7 yards to go on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? That is incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I do have to admit I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Finding time. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Three down. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They get 31 yards that time. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
Back to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Floating one, incomplete. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
3 down. Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school.
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go. Let's go. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. 90. 56 to Mike. 56 is Mike.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there. For Detroit, 56 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw again. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.